Hello Pisces, my name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology and it's so good to be here with all of you today. We're going to tap in today with a channeled message that I've been sitting with since yesterday. So anytime anything happens in my life, I often come to understand that there is a deeper, more symbolic message behind it. And it's never just as simple as a mundane situation happening in my life. I'm sure many of you can resonate as a fellow Pisces. So what I experienced yesterday was I had been using my television in my bedroom like normal, walked out of the room, did some playtime on the floor with my daughter. When I came back to the bedroom, the TV was on, but the audio was no longer working. I was like, okay, maybe the TV is just stuck in some weird mode. Let me go to the audio setting. It said it was running an audio test. Can you hear this? And I said, no, I can't. It says contact support for further instructions. I was like, I don't feel like contacting support. My TV was just working 30 minutes ago. I turned it off, turned it back on, turned it off, turned it back on several times, unmuted it, muted it. You get it. And ultimately the TV, the audio just wasn't working. And it's maybe a 2-year-old TV. And I was like, okay, this is odd. So I finally went ahead and I called the LG technical support, and I didn't know LG stands for life's good. So that was a message for some of you as well, that life is good in spite of everything that could be going wrong. Life is still good. Life is still worth savoring. So I end up on the phone with a tech support person, and what he told me to do was go unplug the TV. Now, many of you are probably like, Tiffany, I could have told you to do that, but I didn't think to do that. Okay. So I unplugged the TV. And not only did I unplug the TV, he said, when you've unplugged the TV, let me know. I'm going to have you hold the power button for 20 seconds before I have you plug back up the TV. So I unplug it, press the power button and hold it for 20 seconds. And he goes, okay, now go plug up your TV. Plugged it back up, turn the TV on. The sound miraculously worked. Okay. Bravo, voila, now I know a trick for the future. But what I took from that situation is sometimes in life, we just get so used to kind of the routines and the familiars of life, and we forget to slow down and unplug. So today's message, I'm channeling the energy to give you a message on why Spirit wanted me and you to unplug, and how a reset may be important in your life. What I also took away was that reset was not very long. So if you're like, I don't have time, I'm so busy, because trust me, with an 8.5-month-old, I get it. It's a very busy time. And it's difficult sometimes to unplug and get off the internet, especially as we're watching this YouTube video here. But there is a need for all of us, myself included, to find some time to unplug, but not only to unplug, but to reset. And who knows, maybe if I would have just unplugged the TV and plugged it back up, it wouldn't have worked either. So that he said the internal system of your TV needed to be reset. And that phone call to tech support took me all of like 3 minutes, although I was finagling with this thing for like 20 minutes trying to figure it out. Could have saved myself a lot of time if I just connected directly with the source. And that source is like connecting with the divine. So Pisces, this is a call for you to do that as well. Let's tap into the Enchanted Earth Oracle. Let's get grounded and see what Spirit wants to reveal about the unplugged, the reset version of you, or maybe why that's significant. All right, let's tap in. Hope you enjoyed the story. So we have empowered. It says strength, courage, self-reliance, mirrors, reflections, empathy, and understanding. Onwards, release, shame, and hope. Worthiness, resting, self-discovery, and introspection. And on the bottom of the deck, we have inspired in reverse. This card says inspiration, breakthrough, and creativity. Wow, Pisces, this deck does it for me every time. It is such a beautiful deck. There's not that many cards, but it speaks to my soul, and I hope that it speaks to yours. It wasn't exactly what I thought. When I was channeling that message, I thought that this was going to be about needing to unplug to get more spiritually grounded. And yes, that is what Spirit is saying, but not necessarily in the way that I thought. My human self was maybe thinking too high in my upper chakras. Spirit's like, bring this down to earth, Tiffany. This is the enchanted earth oracle. This is something in your physical life that you're being told to unplug from. The last couple of messages, and I'm the type of reader where my messages kind of work in sync most of the time. The last couple of messages have been about walking away, reaping rewards for walking away. And this is kind of on that same wavelength, but in a really beautiful, empowered way of saying something in your life, Pisces. It doesn't inspire you anymore. You've lost all hope, all joy, all sense of creativity. That horizon that you thought this situation could bring you has faded and dimmed. This situation, with it being in reverse, no longer brings you inspiration. It no longer feels like a breakthrough. It's a setback. And it doesn't allow for creativity. If anything, it stifles that version of you. I'm seeing underneath it, it says enough. Your guides are showing you that this mountain that you have been trying to climb, both of these settings show deep set mountains, hurdles, and issues. I feel like you've been trying to fix something or fix someone or fix a situation, but this situation is in the reverse. It no longer inspires you. If anything, whatever this is, it can be a menagerie of different things, because there's over 10,000 of us here on this channel. But there's something you're going through in your life that used to inspire you, whether you were inspired by a relationship, inspired by a job, inspired by the type of artwork that you did, inspired by a certain group of friends that you were with. There's something in your belief system, and it's being triggered by the Scorpio new moon, which is also conjunct Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, where you're redefining the beliefs. I just watched a Scorpio new moon reading by my favorite astrologer, Rux. I will tag her channel in my description box. She is my absolute favorite astrologer. She's the reason why I am sitting here today. I kid you not. She blew my mind with astrology in like 2019, and I've never looked back with astrology and tarot since then. But anywho, I divulge. Her reading touched on Pisces specifically, like rewiring their beliefs. Something, and maybe someone in your life no longer aligns with your set of beliefs, and you are standing in this very empowered energy, Pisces, where you see your worth now. You see how beautiful you are. You see how magnificent you are. You see the light that you bring to people's lives, the way that you show up in the whole, place changes. You now understand your worth, your value. You don't need saving. I'm going to read the empowered card for you, but that unplugging of the TV was you actually detaching from the need to receive energy through that source. There was something wrong with the electrical energy, with the power dynamics in your relationship. So Spirit had you unplug, as in that TV was unplugged. And not only did you unplug, you reset, you changed your mindset, okay? You realized, this situation is a divine mirror for me to understand my worth, to understand my power, to realize I don't need to be saved, to realize I can take my power back, to realize I am worth all of this and more. I don't need you, or I don't need this, or this, I'm hearing addiction doesn't rule my life anymore. There is something that you're shifting your belief about. It no longer gives you joy. It no longer strikes inspiration in you. It has become a place of energy vampirism and detraction and rejection, and it's getting a bit damp and dark and dismal there, okay? So as this situation is mirroring to you all these things that you don't like, Spirit is like, all you have to do is get up, take your power back, unplug from this situation, and move on. The onwards card is talking about releasing something. So once that TV was unplugged, the energy source it was connected to was no longer, it was changed. The reset button was pressed and you go on to the new life. When it talked about shame, it also talked about regret in this card. You may feel a great sense of regret. And oh, the chills I have right now as your guides are with me. I'm wearing a jacket and I'm still feeling chills. Your guides are with me, you guys. Do not have any regret over making this decision to unplug, to walk away, to do something that you feel really afraid to do. Because when you do this thing, Pisces, I kid you not, it is going to feel so liberating. It's going to take some time to get there. The next 6 months will be pivotal for this change because when the new moon in Scorpio hits, the full moon in Scorpio is when you're going to see the grand finale. So Spirit has us in these realms where we kind of lock in for 6 months at a time. Some people will see the results of this power play ending or dissolving or changing much sooner than others. It really depends on the choices that you make. But if you decide to move onwards, Pisces, you're going to see that your worthiness is not determined by how hard you fight, but how much you love on yourself. This card talked about how even if you have to rest, that is a sign of worthiness. You're giving yourself the time to rest. A job, especially a job or some type of profession or something you've been putting a lot of energy into, there needs to be a detachment, a decrease. You need to find a healthier way to go about this situation. It could be even a living situation for some of you. You've got to find a way to understand, like, okay, I don't want to put all my energy or all my eggs in one basket. This isn't healthy for me. This isn't taking me anywhere. And you need to restructure, rethink, get out of there. Mercury retrograde is really stirring that up. You are meant to come as you are. Forgive yourself for whatever happened in this situation and understand that you will be quietly achieving a lot of greatness as you move forward, okay? Our little owl friend here, Willow, she joined us a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week ago or so. And she's here as like a protector, as a guide. I hope you guys have been enjoying her here. I specifically was led to like look for an owl. And I almost bought this other owl. And I walked into Hobby Lobby and I saw her and her sister, who I'll show you guys very soon as we kind of do a Christmas theme here. But Willow is here to really help you hone in on your intuition, on protecting yourself. She's kind of giving off evil eye energy as well for protection. But let's read Empowered really quick and we'll get into the tarot. Sorry if it's a little wordy. I do always have timestamps, Pisces, if you want to jump around the reading. So, Empowered, it says keywords are strength, courage, self-reliance. And the quote for this card says, I am empowered to take action to achieve my goals. I don't need saving. Just like the bear, you are encouraged to tap into your inner reservoirs of strength and resilience. No one is coming to rescue you. This is a profound and liberating truth. The power to shape your destiny lies solely within your grasp. Stop waiting for someone else to save the day. It's time to stand tall and take ownership of your life. It's time to come out of hibernation, embrace your power, and pave your own way. You're the master of your fate. Move with purpose and pursue your dreams with enthusiasm and intention. If you find yourself feeling stuck or frozen in indecision and overwhelm, affirm out loud to yourself, I do not need saving. I can save myself. Let these words echo through your entire body, igniting a fire within. Keep that flame ablaze as you venture like a bear into the wilderness, out of the clouds of uncertainty and towards the horizon of possibilities. You are a sovereign being, the hero of your story, the only person whose opinion on your choices matter. Look deep within to find that strength and courage to tap into your limitless potential. I was like, I have to read that one to them. I know it's a little wordy, but again, timestamps if you don't want to listen. But I felt like those of you who needed to hear that are going to listen to that and understand that you don't need saving, Pisces. You are so strong and ambitious, and you can do this all by yourself. It may seem impossible at times, but Spirit has given you the spirit of the bear in this lifetime. Mama bear energy, father bear energy could be very significant. I've been actually watching Little Bear. That could be significant to you. With my little one, I used to watch it as a kid. Now we're watching it together. But what I'm really trying to say here is, though, Pisces, that whatever needed to be unplugged, or whatever you are unplugging from, maybe you're unplugging from the matrix and you're shifting your life in that way. It is essential at this time to do so, because it no longer inspires action and creativity and self-worth. You're seeing a mirror of your soul where there needs to be change. And now Spirit says onward and upwards. So what I'm going to do really quick, Pisces, is we're going to clear the table. We're going to tap into the tarot portion of this reading, and we're really going to dive in and see what is going on. What is it that you're unplugging from? What is this that detracted from your inspiration? And what does Spirit want us to do moving forward? So I'm really excited. Let's dive in. I'm really, really excited. This is going to be a great message for my beautiful, beautiful Pisces. Okay, Pisces, let's tap in. This is really, these messages are really beautiful lately. Like, I just feel like you're tapping in to your inner essence. You have here nurturing Queen of Pentacles. It says you are being called to care for yourself and others in tangible and practical ways. So as you're unplugging from whatever the situation is, Pisces, you're going to tap into a lot of abundance. You're going to tap into self-love. You're going to tap into more financial resources, improved health. That mother or father archetype that you may have been wanting to really tap into, your, divine feminine essence, no matter if you're male or female, that's really going to be coming through strongly at this time. So current situation for Pisces, this is about you healing. I'm feeling like something has been really toxic in your life, like a toxic environment has actually been making you sick. And a really toxic person could have been doing that, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally. Current situation for Pisces, Spirit. All right. We have authority. This is that bear energy, front and center. It says the divine masculine protects and provides. He embodies wisdom, order, and service to others. So right now, your current situation, Pisces, is really standing in your power. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor comes out. This is about really standing up to also any masculine authorities in your life that have been troublesome. Like, let's say you've worked for a corporation. Maybe you had a toxic male in your life. This is about you establishing your own power, your own strength, your own courage, your own resilience. You don't need someone to save you. The Emperor has all that he needs to win in battle. Pisces, this is you stepping into a timeline where you've brought your authority back. This bear is wearing a crown of thorns because she or he has earned it. Okay? This is about you walking into divine authority. Oh my gosh, and the King of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. This is definitely a level up in your health and finances, your resources, your stability, your home life improving. This is the master of material success, makes wise investments. He turns plans into profit. You are about to completely find this nurturing energy, this profitable energy, this powerful energy in you, because you're disconnecting from a very negative, low vibrational energy, and you're resetting. This is the great reset of your life. This is the beyond the turning point. We've been talking about the turning point, like we're here now. Okay, your challenge. All right. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. The challenge was the blockage. Did you see how that card flew upside down? It went over there and it flew. There is a toxic soulmate, a toxic connection in your life, Pisces, that you are being asked to see the illusion. This has been coming up over and over and over again. So those of you who are watching this message, ain't nothing new. We're still on the same wavelength, okay? This says, progress is halted. It's not the right moment. A lack of clear direction puts things on hold. And when this is in the reverse, it says a setback, obstruction. And what we're seeing here is the Ace of Wands in reverse. The current challenge to you standing in your authority, has been this blockage, this lack of inspiration. Literally, I feel, chills again. The inspiration card in reverse is this card in the tarot. So the oracle and the tarot are talking the same language. Whatever has been blocking you from happiness, peace, success, sexual energy, maybe there's been intimacy issues that you've come into like understanding recently. There is a blockage there for a reason. Maybe you've even been withholding your sexual energy to decrease that energy from being leaked to the wrong person. Maybe a way that you have actually taken your power back is by keeping the sacral chakra closed. Closed shop, male or female, doesn't matter. These people casting illusions, siphoning your energy, one of the fastest way they can do that is through your sacral. Your sacral chakra is where you create, where you produce, where you breed, where you, honestly, it's life force energy. You had been giving that away and you're not anymore, okay? You want to build your 10 of Pentacles. You want your legacy to continue forward. You have goals. And whatever that was, whatever that blockage was, whoever that person was, if that was a job, you're saying, I'm done, I'm walking away. Strengths at this time. Beautiful energy, Pisces. All right. So we have the Knight of Cups. This is an idealistic offer is being presented, whether in love, creativity, or new opportunities. So as soon as you say no to the blockage, especially any sacral chakra, I'm going to call them leeches. As soon as you say goodbye to those situations, something comes in almost immediately. I feel like this is going to come in way faster than you thought. This is going to be someone who meets you on the same page. You're over here maybe a little bit more nervous, innocent, not sure if you want to go for this new opportunity, this new job, this new home, this new relationship, but something really beautiful comes in, obviously in divine timing, Pisces. But your strength is that by not allowing this blockage to take you out of your authority, you then are going to open yourself up to opportunities. And opportunities that are fulfilling, opportunities that feel good, opportunities that are in alignment with your empathic nature. And you're saying goodbye to all this deceitful energy. All of this stuff that's been taken from you, you see them for what they are, okay? Your Pisces innocent nature wanted to believe in the fantasy and illusion of all these people and places and things. And finally, Spirit's like, no, onward. Okay. Area of focus for my dear Pisces. Anxiety. So this card says, fear, shame, or regret may be spiraling, but not everything you're imagining is real. And in the upright, this card can be about worry, insomnia, and overthinking. So what I want you to understand here is it's okay to realize that you need more. And it is okay at times to go into the mind and try to sift through. But sometimes we sift too much. Sometimes we dig too deep. Sometimes we want to find out everything and it's not time. So Spirit says, unplug. You may be consuming too much tarot. You may be consuming too much, I'm seeing just information, looking things up, getting readings, doing readings, whatever the case is, spiraling, looking through old emails, text messages, harping over the past. And although Spirit says you are definitely trying to find balance in your emotions, but they want you to do it a little bit more grounded. So unplugging and tapping back into Spirit, Source, Divine, that's going to be the best thing for you to really help settle these emotions. Okay, I'm going to keep that Temperance card here. That's their area of focus for you. So they really want you to stop overthinking this and stop wondering what's next. And all you can do right now, Pisces, is see things for what they really are and move forward without any regret. It says release, shame, and hope. Let it go. The Frozen movie could be significant. The Let It Go song from Frozen. That's what I'm hearing right now. Something new wants to come in, but there's been a blockage in the way. It's been keeping you from getting this thing, Pisces. So allow yourself to receive what wants to come in. Allow yourself to accept a new offer, near future. A more prosperous timeline is trying to make its way towards you. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Hit the camera in there. We have defeat, disagreement, compassion, and justice. So next 6 months, this could be really soon for some of you, but this can take upwards of 6 months to really happen, Pisces. Defeat and disagreement. You are going to come to a place where you have to really sit with yourself. You have to sit with your heart. You have to sit with what the Queen of Cups needs, okay? And I see you having a big fallout, big disagreement. I really think this is going to feel like a tower. This is like the minor arcana version of a tower moment. I feel like the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Wands is just like chaos and betrayal and disruption all thrown in one. In the near future, Spirit's preparing you now. There is going to be a departure that comes for you to move away and to move on from a system or a person who has put a lot of weight on your shoulders, a situation that's been unfair and imbalanced. There's going to be a big eruption, okay? Your guides want you to know ahead of time. They say at that time, with the compassion card, it says you're being called to lead with empathy, emotional awareness, and intuitive knowing. It's going to be, I believe, one of the most difficult decisions you've had to make in a really long time, if not ever. Because I think you're going to be torn between your heart and your mind. But Spirit says justice is coming in. You're going to know which way to go. It's all going to work out for you. It's going to be okay. The truth will come out. You may also learn something that really kind of puts the hammer to the coffin. Or is it the nail in the coffin? And from that situation, you will still rise. Okay? I felt the spirit of the lion come through just now. My voice kind of growled like a lion. But this departure is necessary. Again, I'm seeing departure, responsibilities, balance, and there it goes. The tower. Okay, let's see if we can make these pretty. You know, I'd be trying to get thumbnails sometimes. I've never done a 4-picture thumbnail, though. I don't know if that's going to work. But the 6 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Tower. But you come out on top, Pisces. There goes the lion. Influence and strength. Whatever happens here, God is on your side in regard to the soulmate situation. You're going to walk out of this with a lot of maturity and you're going to be taking care of yourself. It's going to feel like a risk with the spontaneity card, which is the Fool card here. But you will ultimately ride through this like a freaking beast and you're going to be fine, okay? I just want you to be prepared because whatever this is, it's going to feel like a tower. It literally, I was like, this feels like the tower. And then there was the tower. So in your world, though, I think it may not feel like a tower to the person it's happening to or the company that you're working with or the company that you keep. It may very much feel like a tower to them. How I read tarot, kind of how I've come to understand it, is what's on the bottom of my deck still holds a lot of resonance in my reading, but it's almost like the understory or maybe in this case, the other person's energy, but it is still vital information nonetheless. Okay. So just be ready for that. As you step into your authority, you're actually moving past that blockage. Moving past that blockage means justice has to be served. There has to be balance restored in that situation, relationship, job, commitment, connection. And the only way that you're going to be able to actually receive that justice is to leave someone out in the cold. Some people may be experiencing poverty as a result of this. It says you may be experiencing financial hardship or isolation, but help is closer than it seems. They will be able to recover. I don't find that this is your energy. You may go through a period of having to release a lot though, Pisces. They say stay strong, be resilient with the 9 of Wands, okay? Recent past. Integrity, King of Swords. So recent past, it kind of looks like no matter what this person did, no matter who they tried to present themselves as, with your current situation and recent past being 2 really dogmatic, strong kings, you are really playing no nonsense anymore. Like this is a time in your life, Pisces, where you are being the most I feel like un-Pisces like ever, but really being super Pisces because you're being very intuitive and you're really working your magic rather than living in martyrdom. You are actually stepping into authority like you never have before. So recent past, you saw the facts and you laid down the law and you told people, this is what it is. You told them, I'm done. I want something new, or you're not paying me enough, or this isn't enough, or I can't survive on this Page of Pentacles. I would be in poverty if I stayed here. I would be in lack. I would be unhealthy. Like, there's something about you not settling for less. You're like, I want the Ace of Pentacles. I want that God-given prosperity, luck. The prosperity card says a promising venture or investment emerges offering potential for material gain. Okay? The integrity card says set the standard through calm, principled leadership and sound judgment. You casted judgment on this situation, Pisces. You said, again, I want the Ten of Pentacles. I want a stable home environment. I want an abundant life. I want luxury. I want good things. I want to feel healthy. I want to be taken care of. I want a beautiful and prosperous and abundant and worthy timeline. And the only way you're going to get there is by really stepping into that Emperor energy, which isn't very Piscean, which is why it's fire energy. But I'm like, hey, you may have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius heavily aspected in your chart. Could be a North Node. It could be your Venus. It could be your Mercury. Definitely a Mars. So you may have some fire in your chart that's peeking through to kind of give you some justice here. Advice for my dear Pisces. What do you want to advise Pisces? Triumph. It's going to feel like the world is caving in for a little while, Pisces, but if you just hold on, Pisces. I just feel that old Southern woman in me. If you just hold on, Pisces, you're going to get where you need to go at the end of the day, okay? This says recognition and support surround you, accomplishments boosting your confidence. You have people that are rallying for you. You have people that are going to come in saying, Pisces, I want to help you. I want to rescue you. I want to get you to the next phase. You're going to have that new beginning. You're going to have supporters. You're going to have friendships and alliances that take you to the next level. You don't have to worry about the things that quote unquote you may be losing or leaving behind. There's something about following your North Star, understanding that you will overcome this difficulty in your life, Pisces. And not only will you overcome it, but you will have people there to support you every step of the way financially. If you need a place to live, if you need a new job, if you need a new car, if you need some money, there's going to be a way where you kind of have this exit route and the people that were fighting you are going to be left, I feel like, standing alone, realizing Pisces has just exited the building. Silent achiever, okay? All right, we have environment. We have heartbreak. But I saw recovery first, okay? But that's okay. You're working through this and eventually you will get to recovery energy. So it says you're suffering emotional pain, whether from heartbreak, betrayal, or facing a harsh truth. There could be sadness, endings, betrayal, and grieving in your energy right now, Pisces, which is why you are likely going through this time of anxiety. But again, you're moving through this with a lot of wisdom, and Spirit says you will have your rewards at the end of the day. It may look like nothing is working in your favor right now. Nothing is working out for you, but I'm seeing the spirit of the dragon. Let's see if we can get a little closer here. I'm all kind of seeing a dragon eye in that tree there. Your dragons, if you're connected to dragon energy, I've never really connected in with them, but they are here. There's something about the resilience factor, a thick skin, the ability to transform. I'm seeing a phoenix now. Charmander, or is it Charizard? Pokemon could be significant to you or to your children. But probably to you. I don't know. Do people still do Pokemon? It's where you're headed, Pisces. Confirmation, if you needed it. It's going to be okay. You have to stand in this kind of bullish energy right now, this authoritarian energy right now, but you will be walking into a softer life. That new home in the background, that rainbow energy of like recovery and healing, the family aspect, if that's what you're looking for, peace and calm, maybe moving near water could be significant to you. just taking a vacation. That could be significant for some of you. Being able to travel the world. What you don't see coming. What you don't see coming, Pisces. Baby's crying, so we got to go soon, okay? What you don't see coming is a reinvigoration of that inspiration. The Page of Cups is the Pisces card. It says, innocence, approach life with a sense of wonder, stay open to imaginative insights and ideas. And it says, dreamer, artistry, playfulness. So what happens is when you let go of the blockage, your innocence, your creativity, your passion, your vitality, I'm even seeing like that child energy within you, your inner child will come out to play. Okay? What you don't see coming is letting go of the blockages, working through the anxieties, kind of assessing the heartbreak for what it is and understanding that you will get over it in time. You're going to actually return to a place of, wow, I haven't felt this peaceful. I haven't felt this great in a really long time. Some of you, although you know you need to go, you may still be stuck in the Four of Pentacles where you're still holding on a little bit to the past. It says clinging to control, possessions, routines may be rooted in insecurity, okay? That's that root chakra trying to block you, trying to keep you in fear of what is coming. But Spirit says you are going to come out just fine. Potential outcome is harvest, Seven of Pentacles. You have results require time and hard work, so this isn't going to happen overnight. Prioritize sustainable growth over instant rewards. Every step you take, Pisces, is going to land you in a state of progress. Every step. Doesn't matter if it's a small step, if you take a step back and then you have to go forward again. There's something about every step being worth the journey right now. So understand that whatever you have put in, you're going to get back. Whatever you're reaping, you will sow. And so will the people who have hurt you. But the progress card said what has begun as an idea is now evolving into actual results. Stay focused on future growth. And so Spirit is saying it's going to grow. Your life is going to get better. Invest in yourself. Have patience. Think about the long game. Understand that being worthy, it doesn't require a lot of effort. It requires a change in mindset, okay? That's what your spirit team really wants you to understand. When you stand in your authority as you heal, with the Star card here, you rejuvenate. You come into a place of understanding, oh, all I needed was me. I didn't need you or this job or that toxic family member or this toxic relationship I have to this addictive pattern in my life, or no. It could have even, I'm even seeing, and this is late in the game, so some of you may be working away the projections that were projected on you as a kid, and you're really realizing how beautiful or how handsome you are now in your adult life. But the rejuvenation card says, hope is renewed after a period of adversity. The future is bright with new possibilities. And in the upright position, this means healing, renewal, peace, and blessings. And so Spirit says you're right there. You're ready to be rejuvenated. So I'm going to leave that with you, Pisces. I really enjoyed this message. You have a lot moving forward for you. These messages lately have been about don't look back, take time to make decisions, stepping into your authority, letting go of blockages, really taking back your sexual energy if you don't feel that other people are worthy of that, and making sure that you're cultivating and creating from a place of safety. Anxiety may come, but ultimately you are going to be successful in this endeavor. So just walk in that knowing, okay, I know everything seems crazy right now, but I'm going to be successful. Spirit says it's going to happen. I believe it. I have faith. Okay. Have faith. Your harvest is going to come in. It may take about 6 or 7 months for you really to see this, but invest in yourself, invest in the long term, be patient, allow this process to fully ripen, and you will reap beautiful rewards. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow with another one. Bye, Pisces.